Look at the White House this morning, where President Trump made the call to extend the ceasefire with Iran just hours before it was set to expire.
But it could complicate some things here today. New attacks overnight in the Strait of Hormuz, where Iran is demanding the U.S. lift the blockade on its ports. ABC senior political correspondent Rachel Scott joining us now. Rachel, what has changed in the last 24 hours that led the president to reverse course and extend this ceasefire?
Yeah, Matt, Dia, good to be with you this morning. Look, the president was adamant for days that he was not going to extend this ceasefire. I asked him directly just on Thursday, and he said if Iran does not come to the table and make a deal, then the fighting will resume. Ultimately, the vice president was preparing and ready to depart for Islamabad for these peace talks. Suddenly, we got word that the vice president was actually coming here to the White House for these critical meetings on the state of play with this war with Iran. And then suddenly that entire trip was suspended. It was called off indefinitely. The president announced a short time later that they would be extending the ceasefire, at least for now, until he says that Iran submits their proposal. But Iran has been adamant that they do not want to negotiate. And as you mentioned, they're calling for the United States to lift that naval blockade in the critical Strait of Hormuz.
Rachel, we've been doing this back and forth now for weeks, and with Iran refusing to negotiate, what does the extension actually mean for the chances of a deal moving forward?
Yeah, Dia, and you're right. Look, we are now in the 8th week of this war. The president originally said it was going to last 4 to 6 weeks. So where things go from here is very unclear. Right now, I will tell you, in my conversations with senior White House officials, there are no plans as of right now for these peace talks to resume, at least in person. They're waiting to hear back from Iran on when exactly they're going to have this proposal, when these face-to-face negotiations could take place. They're not ruling out the possibility of the vice president traveling then to Pakistan then to continue these talks. But it's very clear that when they have these in-person talks, they want to come to some sort of agreement to reach an end to this war. The president, though, says that he's not in any rush here. And one of the big questions that we also have is on the critical Strait of Hormuz. 20% of the world's oil supply passes through that strait. It's a big reason why so many people here at home are seeing their gas prices increase, airfare prices go up, with jet fuel prices rising as well. And it's unclear when that's going to open as well, guys.